Yeah, woo, we're here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good something, and welcome to the show. That's right, it's Saturday. I feel like we've got a news desk going on here, all these laptops and stuff out in front of us. We got some fun stuff to talk to you guys about tonight. For sure. That would have been too easy. That was too much. So yeah, we got a good show lined up for you. Earlier this week, Moscone launched their new DSP software. So a little bit later on, we're going to take a look at some of the new features that they added. Not even so much new features that they added, just some new stuff that they added into it. Wow. That's so sad, bro. But yeah, so we'll take a look at that and get that and show you some of the new stuff that they got going on, because they got a lot of neat stuff. And then we'll answer a bunch of your questions. And of course, it's Saturday, so hey, we'll do some Saturday stuff, whatever that is. Christmas trees in the back. Fernando doesn't have his phone on vibrate, so that's cool.
So weird.
I know.
Nobody calls me.
Ever. All day long.
All day long.
Yeah. And then, today, totally. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
You done?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So what do you got? What do you got that's going on, man? How was your week? How was everybody's week? Let us know.
Well, I was working in old cars all week.
Hold on.
So,
I just because what it says, I almost vomited when I went to the car audio department of my local Best Buy. RIP car audio department of Best Buy. You're not wrong. Like, yeah, I agree with you on that one, because it's pretty bad. I mean, I haven't been to this Best Buy yet for this holiday season, because I remember last year when we went there to pick up a couple things here and there. Like, I got to stop by there for something I need to find. But I remember going there and like they had a ton of inventory. And then like, dude, come January if you needed something, nah.
Nothing. Everything goes back to
everything was gone. It was like, yeah. So I managed to turn something on this. I gotta go on.
They think like they sound good and sounds horrible.
What's that? This car
outside. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, so we have this set up. We'll go to that. Let's go through here. Let's answer some questions. Let's have some fun. First off, hi to everyone that said hi. Sorry. I want a front stage upgrade with Morel Flax Evo. That would be Focal Flax Evo. I had excellent head unit and an 802.5. Do I bridge the front amp for more power or run active for control? So the first thing, you have an excellent head unit, 802.5, you're trying to do a front stage upgrade. If you have the excellent head unit that's capable of doing network mode, I would run the 802.5 with the radio and network mode and go tweeter, mid, subwoofer into the 802.5. No passive crossovers, go full active and run it like that. And that would make the most sense and sound the best. If you want to bridge it, you're going to get about 120 or 140 watts out of it through the passive crossovers. It would be louder. Maybe not, because the passive crossovers are going to limit how loud it can get just because of the power you're trying to pass through it. And you won't have as much separation. So like you won't be, I would do it the first way I said it. And that would make the most sense as far as if you're trying to go for the best in sound quality. So what's up, El Fuego? How you doing? Hello, gents. Sup?
Hey.
Greetings from PRC, People's Republic of California. I think I have that T-shirt.
Yeah.
We bought so much crap when we went to California. I mean, why not, right? Evening, guys. What's up? How's it going? All right, what do you got for me?
All right, let's see.
Power. It's all about power. What's up? Okay. Is there a way to change the Pioneer screen when you turn it on, or any brand car stereo to read the model of the car you are driving? So that's the boot up screen, and it's all going to depend on your Pioneer radio. So what that means is that they basically have 3 tiers of Pioneer equipment. The first tier is entry level, and you get just choice of color. The second is wallpaper, meaning you can change the wallpaper. And the third tier is only going to be reserved for their ultra high end, or ultra expensive, I should say. And that'll be boot screen. And it would be in the instructions, or load screen, or splash screen. One of those names is going to be what it's for. So the answer to the question is, it depends on which Pioneer radio you have. I know that when we used to do the unboxings for them, and we would unbox the entry levels, everyone would freak out because they couldn't put their own artwork on it and be like, it's because it's a $200 radio. It's kind of like, you're lucky you have anything at that point. But so I don't know on your particular one, but if it's like the 8 series, yeah, maybe even a 7. But other than that, no. Hi, guys. How do I hook 2 sets of components up to a 4-channel amp that handles 2 ohm? I want stereo. So 2 sets of components up to a 4-channel amp. Well, you have 4 channels, so you put 1 set of components on each of the 4 channels. So you have channel 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna do components. Stereo is left and right, by the way. Just
unless he's trying to do active.
If he's trying to do active,
and it's not
no, you can still do active at 2 ohms. So you would just need a crossover that could allow you to go active, for one, because you need a bandpass for the mid range, and you need a high pass that'll go high enough, like 3200, for the tweeter. Most 4-channel amplifiers don't have a bandpass and a time 10 multiplier switch. You'd have to buy something. You have to make sure your amplifier has that. If not, you're going to go passive. So if you have an amplifier that can do a high enough crossover, you're going to put 4 tweeters, 2 on each channel, and that would be 1 and 2 would be 2 tweeters, 3 and 4 would be 2 tweeters. That would be left tweeters, right tweeters. Then you put 2 mid-range on 3 and 2 mid-range on 4, and that'd be left mid-range, right mid-range. Otherwise, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but it really just comes down to the crossover and the ability to use the right crossover points. But yes, you can still put 2 tweeters, get it to a 2 ohm load, and rock out. Bobby's at the zoo. I just purchased a 2014 Silverado Crew, no Bose. I went to Pack Audio and not sure what to get. Just want to add sub amp and sub. Any suggestions? So if you're just going to add a sub amp to it, then you're good. It's like the simplest upgrade you can do to it. Amp does have the T harness that you can get. So they make a T harness that'll go right at the radio and give you, if you want to see what that is, if you watched our Instagram today, we actually showed you a T harness for a newer Chevy, but how it works is we explain it. You know what? I happen to have one right here. Hold on. So if you go on the Pack's website, they'll list the T harness, and then you'll get something that looks like this. Not this specific one. This is for a newer Chevy, but it'll look just like this. And then they have these plugs that look like this. And so on it will be male and female versions of these plugs. So these would go in, and they have front, they have rear, and then they also have one for subwoofer, which is just a Y, and that's going to be blue with red, which I don't have because I used it today. But that you can take out and go to the subwoofer. What you just need to get is an amplifier that has high level to low level built into it, which most amplifiers are going to have, and you're done. It's that hard. If you don't want the door chime to come through, which it won't, because you'll be if you're just doing sub, you're fine. Tap front or front left, front right, either one, and you're good to go. Don't use the rears. Can you do time alignment with a passive two-way component set? Yes, of course. Yeah, you can time align anything if you want, but yes, you can still do that. Keep in mind that it's not so much at that point. The easiest way to do is with polarity pop tracks. I think it was the F-150 full F-150 video we did the last series, 2 series ago. Like we just finished a Tacoma or something like that. I think before that was an F-150, and there's a whole section. I think it's whatever the last episode is, where we do the radio and we talk about doing that. And it's a passive system in the front, and we show you how we time alignment with the radio. It'd be the same process if you're using a radio or a DSP on how to do it. But yes, you can totally do that. What you want to measure out for is if it's just a tweeter and a mid race, measure out to the mid bass and use that as the number. And then you might still need to tweak either the volume or the distance for the driver's front, just because. So for example, if let's say the mid bass is 36 and the tweeter was 38, it might end up being 38 as opposed to 36. So, or if this tweeter is off substantially, because sometimes it really depends on the tweeter that you're using. Like if you're using a tweeter that plays down really low or a mid-range, then, or like a middler or something like that, then I always end up having to use that as my reference point for the imaging, just because there's so much sound coming from it. But yes, it's totally doable and it'll sound wonderful.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on. I got this one. I'm going to pop this one up. Why do more people not add DSP to their 5-channel amp setups? Oh, right. This is a big point of contention for me, by the way. The reason why is simple, because most of these companies don't make 5-channel amps that make great DSP. So when you look at like Electromedia does. Okay, they were the first with the Forza. They have a 5 to 10 or a 5 to 12. I don't remember which one it is that they just came out with last year. It's finally shipping in quantities now. And they did that because Ken Ward, who is their national trainer, lives here in the U.S., and they were just going to come out with a 6-channel. And he was like, hey, guys, that's not how it works here in the States. We want a 5-channel with a DSP built into it. And they're like, really? And it was like, yeah. And so they were super excited because it sells really, really well. The other bougie companies just have a 6-channel, and they're like, oh, no, we don't need to do this. And it's like, yeah, you do. You need a 6-channel. That's why the Audio Control D5 1300 sells so well. But yeah, so they're a 6-channel. No, it's not better. A 6-channel amps are not better. They suck for what we're trying to do. So a 5-channel gives you much more sound on the sub side, because most of the time when you do like a 6-channel, you're only going to get like 300 or 400 watts, where if you do a true 5-channel, you're going to double that. And then you're going to have 100 by 4, 600 or 700 watts for the sub, and you can do an awesome front stage upgrade. And that's what we're trying to do here. So yeah, I agree with you, and it pisses me off that they don't. We argue about this a lot. And then they say the same thing. Oh man. But if you get a nice 5 to 8, plenty of room for upgrade. You can add in another 4-channel amp and do a 3-way set up front. You can add a 6-channel amp. There's lots of things you can do to it. Come on, guys. Close the shop for a month or 2 and build the next Alpine car. No. No thanks, man. I would build my car before I built their car. Cardio at Best Buy is near the bathroom in the dark corner. Oh, right?
It is.
It is. Yeah. It's scary back there, man. I'm not going to lie. MECP announcements tonight at or Monday are heard, right? Oh, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. However, if you do want to get your MECP, I will do this right here. If you go to mecp.com and use the coupon code 5-star, you get 5% off. So there you go. Definitely want to save the 5%. I have a 2007 Honda Accord SE sedan with a pack dash kit that integrates the air conditioning. Yep, controls. Yeah, Kenwood unit. Yep, model something. It sounds okay, but wish I had more EQ controls. 100%. So what you need is an amplifier with a DSP built into it and or a standalone DSP. So if you already have, let's say you already have amplifiers and you're cool with that, there's plenty of smaller DSPs that you can get just to go between the radio and the amplifier. So for example, you have the Rockford DSR1. It's 4 in and 6 out. I'm sorry, 4 in and 8 out. You also have the Arc Audio PSM Pro, which is 6 in, 8 out. So you could run front rear sub directly into it, run 8 channels of out. So if you wanted to upgrade and do more, little tiny DSPs. You also have the Helix DSP Mini, which is a 4 to 6. So if you're just running front rear sub, that's a nice one to look at too. And they'll all give you a ton more equalization and not like be crazy, you know. What's up, El Fernandez? How's it going? So I hope all you guys are saving money on that. I'm going to switch to this guy right here, Moscone-America. That's right, Pro830 DSP. You can find it at Moscone-America.com and or head over to Gladen.com where you can get a full list of specs on the amplifier. It is a 10-channel DSP with 8 channels of power. It's on the wall right here above the Christmas tree because why else wouldn't it be? At staggered power, you have 4 channels and 4 channels at a smaller amount of wattage compared to the other 4 channels. So it's perfect for doing a mid-range tweet, mid-bass, and rear. So you can put the mid-bass and the mid-range at a higher wattage and the tweeter in the rear at a lesser wattage. Or if you want to go full crazy, you could bridge the 2 bigger channels and go to like an 8-inch in each door. Go crazy. Yeah, right. I know. It's totally possible. So, and it has a 10-channel DSP, so you still have 4 outputs that you get to use for other things such as subwoofer and or like we used it the last time, going with adding a 3-way set. So we added a 210. So we ended up doing 4 of the channels for the mid, the tweet, with a 210 on the mid bass, and then the other channel goes to the rear speakers, and then we had 2 sub amps. Twin Cities checking in, thinking of updating from the Kenwood DSP amp to the Audison Forza C814 for the F-150. Have the Hertz Centos. Also looking to get a pod and add a Milli Pro 3-inch. So the only thing I have to say about this is A14, it's a fabulous amplifier. 100. If you're looking to do AR, it's not going to work. So they have not validated their AR on their amplifier line yet. So it's still not there. If you want to do AR into, like if you're looking to take out the AR Kenwood, then you want to look at the Arc Audio Blackbird. 8 channels, 10 channels or 12 channels of DSP. So it's an 8 to 12. But the Blackbird would be the amplifier you're looking at by Arc. And then they have companion apps for that, which is the Nighthawk. Yeah, Nighthawk, Nightwing, something like that. Yeah. So those are AR compatible amplifiers. So you can unplug your Kenwood, reflash the module, plug into the Arc Audio amp, and be rocking and rolling. So that would be what you want to do, for sure. Is Jeff here?
I don't know.
He says, "Hi, Mr. Smith. You travel a lot." He's in Mexico right now with Brian. Do you guys ever not use DSP for sub? Yeah. Yeah, actually, if we're in a situation where there isn't enough channels on the DSP, then we'll leave the sub out.
There you go.
There you go. What's up? Hola from Mexico.
Monterrey.
Aloha. Yeah, Monterrey, Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a sandwich, or at least a burrito.
I'm just wondering, how is it over there?
I don't know. It's got to be good. They're doing the money round. Brian and his judging on it. What's up, Angel? Checking in.
What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? Hey, he got a golden ticket.
Who?
Angel.
No way.
Yeah, he got a golden ticket. He gets to compete in the build-off.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and I was supposed to announce all the competitors today. However, I got sidetracked and get time to make the cool artwork for it. So this Monday coming up, you guys are going to find out who are going to be the 4 teams at Master Tech
for
the build off. And then we're also going to open up the betting page so that you guys we're going to have betting. So
you got to send the money to I will give
so
you my
what
my
we're going to do is we're going to
account.
have a web page that you guys can go to and say, I want Team Green. Okay. And then what's going to happen is at the end of the competition, once the team is announced and the winner comes out, we're going to go and grab everyone that said Team Green or Team Blue or Team Orange or Team Red. Add us on Team Red. And we're going to randomly pick one of the people and they're going to win a gift prize. So, but it's going to it's going to be great because we get to give stuff away.
20 on Angel. There you go. So
but it's also going to allow us to keep tabs on like who is, what team is up, what team is down. Oh, there you go. All right. Well, I mean, I'll take the money, especially from Arturo. How you know what team I'm on? You're on Team Red, bro. Yeah, he's on Team Red. It's just what it is. Team Blue is coming back because they won last year. They're the reigning champions. So it's going to be Ada. Other than Ada, we have 3 guys but Ada's the only one that's coming back that didn't win. He was a loser.
That's right. You can send me the money.
Manage your bookie right now. Yeah. So but this will allow us to keep odds on who wants what team to win. Yeah, we get it. I'm looking forward to this. I think this is Fernando's idea. I think it's an awesome idea. It's great because somebody's going to win something. I don't know what we're going to win yet, but it's going to be something cool because we're either going to take some stuff from Brian, but it's going to be a good gift pack. That is for sure. So, all right. So they're talking smack, which I love. Ada, you are captain of Team Red, bro. Hope you at least know that. Are they on the same team?
Yeah.
I was going to say they're on the same team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean,
fight each other. It's okay.
I know. Mr. Smith in Mexico drinking. Yeah, no doubt.
Ooh, I love those.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they were on the same team. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're like Angel's new like puppy hangs around. Hey, Anna. Hey, Anna. I got a question for you.
Dude, they said, like, to be honest, like Team Blue, it's
wow,
they're a killer, guys, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know who I want. I don't know who I want to. I really care.
I last year I say Team Blue is gonna win.
Yes, you did pick Team Blue.
So I was like, that
was a tough call. But anyways, Monday we're gonna announce the teams for you guys, and then we'll open the. I was gonna do it at the 12 volts of Christmas or the 12 days of Christmas webpage or email, but I think I'm just gonna come up with a new one. That way we can just have it so we can use it over again. And plus, we might come up with something for the clean wire guys because there's 8 guys there that are competing solo. And we'll find out. We don't even know. They haven't gotten their golden tickets yet, so they don't even know who they are. It's pretty sad. So sad. But we didn't want to confuse you, so we're just announcing the build off because they get the better stage. They get Ken and they get,
Mark.
Mr. Cardio Fab gets to get up there. I'm giving him a hard time. Mark's up there talking to him, getting all in their way, which is great. And we're outside in the heat, doing the clean wire stuff.
Enjoying everything.
Giving away free stuff. It's tough. It's tough. I know. But anyways, back to the questions. What's the cheapest DSP that isn't junk that I can get that will get me more EQ, parametric, preferred, wiring in all new concept amps or Zapco 360.4 and Kicker CX1 on the subs? It's funny because the 3 DSPs that I just mentioned, the Rockford DSR1, the Helix Mini, or the ARC PSM Pro are probably your 3 most high-end software that you're going to get your hands on. Now, Audio Control has the 6 to 8. Audio Dynamic has the DSP. But if you're looking for badass software, the 2 top are going to be the DSP Mini and the ARC Audio PSM Pro. Those are going to be the bad boys. The other ones, well, they might be a little cheaper, but you're not going to get the best software there is.
Yeah.
So it's just what it is, man. It's just how it is. But if all you're looking for is more EQ bands, then all those guys have more EQ bands. Hi guys, 2 questions. When I plug in my RCAs on my Helix DSP, the barrels touch each other. Ooh, can that be a problem? Can I use, I don't know what that is, low cap, 55, connect cables.
I think the barrel, it's just the plastic. It's fine.
Okay.
Because non-RCA actually touch.
Yeah, I mean, if we're just talking about the outside touching,
Yeah,
as long as it's not metal. I mean, if it's metal, like
Well,
for
of
example,
course.
like if it's metal, just put heat shrink over it. That's what we do. Like if we get those, like if we're doing DIY RCAs and we get the metal ends,
Mhm.
I just put a clear thing of heat shrink over them to shield them.
Yeah.
You know, because
But I think it's just.
I mean, it's all common. It's all ground at that point,
Yeah.
so it's not like Alpine status for DSP. Yeah, but yeah, I still like the other ones. But anyways, let's take a look. Let's take a break real quick. Where are we at? We're at 26 minutes. We're about halfway in. Let's take a real quick break to do one of my favorite segments, which is this one right here. Moscone Glidden DSP Quick Tips. All right, we're going to camera 2. Well, I'm sorry. We're going to go camera 4. So this, for those of you guys at home are wondering, we have a series that we do on here where we talk about the Moscone DSP and some of the cool features that it has. This is the new software that just got released this week. If you're an REW fan, this has integration with REW. I am not, so I probably won't get too into that. But they've moved some stuff around as well as made things a lot easier. If you'll notice, and where most of it happens is up here at the top in the toolbar at the top of the screen. They've added in a bunch of stuff that was hard to find before, as well as like keyboard shortcuts that you had to know. You don't need to know those anymore, which is great. Over here on the side where the toolbar is, they've added in a fast key for monitoring. This is an amazing feature that helped us quite a bit last week or this week, I should say, when we're putting in an 8 to 10. If you'll notice here on the front panel here where it has your inputs, it says analog, high level, low level. These bars here at the top that are above everything that appeared, I'll shut it off and they'll go away. These bars that appear, these are input level detectors. So this is going to tell you if you have signal coming in, and then over on this end, it'll tell you if you have signal going out. It's had this before, but it wasn't as easy to find as it is now when you just click on the cool monitoring. And if you notice, there's a green light that's on right here. They've added that to everything. So if you come up here and you click on the input EQ, it's right there. And that's another thing that they've added. In the past, you had to go and dig to find this particular input EQ section. Now it's right there, easy to do. It's just a button, done. So super simple. And as you're going through and you click on it, it'll come in. You click on the input mixer. There again, green light to tell you that it's on. This is a lot of just access and graphical changes that they did to it. But where it comes in is if you come up and you go into edit, you can get to, if you come edit and you click here, it'll pop up that input EQ again. Click edit again, mixer routing. So these are cool because they weren't in here. Here's the main EQ. So it'll pull up the first main EQ. And so edit, and then you have view, DSP monitor. So these weren't there before, and there again, it's cool. And it highlights the monitor over on the side. Then before, if you wanted to get to pro mode, you had to know some cool keyboard shortcuts or a friend or something like that. It has an easy mode now. It has a basic mode, which is what it was before, and then it has pro mode. When you launch into pro mode, zero that out, it'll give you back your cool boxes. The boxes are so that you can build up volume controls for group adjustment. So for example, if I just wanted to adjust my front left side, I would make sure those are all A, and then I can adjust, and it'll adjust just my front left speakers. I can do this for time delay. I can do this for volume, and I can change these. Like that says D. I can shut them off. So it gives me the ability to go in and do group adjustment. There again, it's had this before. It's just now. What's up, John?
Hey, John.
It's just now in a cool tab where you go into GUI mode, delay distance mode. We can add that in, or we can shut that back off. Measurement. So we have the measure tab over here that we can just click on, and it'll bring us to this page. This is the page that we were using to do delay. This was the keyboard shortcut last time. Now we can just click on it here. It highlights it green, or we can go to measurement, and we could say measure time delay. We can click on it, and now we can go automatically right to measure time delay. This page allows you to type in your numbers, and it automatically does the math. And you say calculate and send to DSP. We can type in all our numbers here and automatically just fills in. So when we go back to preset number 1, it's there. The other thing that I also did is, we'll go back to measure. Across the top here, there's all these new boxes. And these are just shortcuts to get back to things we might need to look at when we're in this page. So for example, if we added in delay and we wanted to go back and go into our input EQ, we could do that with simply just clicking and not having to go through a bunch of other things to do that. They changed the graphics on the main EQ page, and then they also changed just the graphics to get to this page. So a lot of the stuff is the same, but accessing it is a lot easier right now. Effects panel, this gets you into, in the past, we've talked about how to turn on rear surround. They've moved that into the effects panel, which makes sense because that's what it is. So if I come into rear and I can click on surround, and now that's it. So I had to do before, I would have to come over here into rear. I click on it and I'd have to scroll down and go to surround. Now then we also have front effects channel and we have center effects channel. So if we click on adjust soundstage, oh, hold on, let me enter. Effects, hit center, adjust soundstage, and we can click here. Actually, let me get rid of that. Shut that off. So now here is my soundstage adjustment for my center channel. So all these are now in convenient drop down. And then one thing right here, Gladiator setup. Ooh, Gladiator setup. So for those of you that are fans, do you need me to bring you my Barney? Don't even get me started on that, John. But thanks. So Gladiator is a Jeep, but in this case, it's not a Jeep.
Else.
It's something else. For those of you who are Moscone fans and have always seen their little controller, and it's like, it's big, and all these guys now have these cool little round knobs. You know, okay, guess what it is? It's a round knob with a bunch of lights and stuff like that. They'll be shipping here probably first quarter of next year, I think. But yes, it's their new knob. So the new software is all set and ready to go for it. So if you're like, oh crap, I already have an 8-10 or 830, or, you know, I have an Atomo, and I want to plug it. Well, guess what? You update the thing and you'll have control for it to set it up and all that other fun stuff. So that's pretty cool. So that is just a quick look at some of the new features. Now, the thing you have to keep in mind with DSP software when they do an update like this, they're not adding really anything new other than the REW interface for it. So if your system is already tuned and you're happy and it's working great, for the love of God, do not plug it in and do this. You don't need to. It's not necessary. This is just moving forward. If you decide you want to make some adjustments and change, that's when you're going to do this update, and then you're going to have the new GUI. You don't have to, but that's what it allows you to do. This is just a new GUI that makes it a little bit easier to use. So we're pretty excited about that. I was told January. Exactly. Thanks. What a guess. And we were probably told January by the same guy. So pretty excited there. I love it anytime someone does an update. Really jealous. Mary Lou, are you in Monterrey, Mexico? No, she's in the cold part of the world. Can we actually say what you're doing yet, Mary Lou? Everyone has been curious, and I didn't want to get yelled at again. So, and thank you again, of course, for providing me with the cool magazines. I gotta take a picture.
What's up, Card Gift? How you doing?
But anyways, we got to get her back on the show. Maybe we'll do that for Christmas. We'll get Mary Lou on. I'm late, or is everyone else early? We're doing them at 5 now until we can't.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of works out better.
So yeah, are you late? Like always.
We'll probably have to switch back once summer rolls back around or after Christmas.
Happy holidays to everyone, guys.
Oh yeah. What's up, Big Jeff? Big Jeff in the house. Okay. What brand name butyl dampening do you guys use on the door? And do you also put sound dampening on the outer door metal beyond the window? What are good brands for sound dampening? Thanks. Okay, so first things first. There's of course a lot of debate on this, and I think the one thing that most people will agree on that are in this debate is that Resin X from Nick Apicilla is probably the best sound treatment money can buy. That's what it is. Also, with it being that, it's also kind of expensive. He does have a light version now, I think, which is more affordable. We use what we like, which is, and there again, it's just, we use the Stinger product. We also use the Ground Zero product, and we've just started using some of the Morel product. How Fernando likes to install it is we concentrate on the area behind the speaker, correct? Mm-hmm. We concentrate on this part of the area that is going to be holding the speaker, so the area around that. And then we put a lot of effort into the door panel itself, because that seems to be what rattles the most, is the damn door panel. So we use 2 different types of material. So we use butyl and aluminum on the metal parts of the car. And then we use butyl, aluminum, and foam on the plastic parts of the car. Usually we use that. We do it that way because we know that the plastic is going to be touching metal sometimes, or touching other things, and we don't want to create your goof. Yeah, LeBron, move on, bro. we want to make sure we have that extra foam there. It works well for us, but that's how Fernando likes to do it. What old new stock equipment have you found in the recent movement that may be worth buying and using? Handpick, wink, wink. So there wasn't a lot of like, oh my God moments. There's a lot of radios that are like that I was like, I can't believe we still have these, but they're not great radios. They're like a lot of single DINs. I don't know what he has. I found some speakers like we have some Hertz, what is it? What was it called? What was the big one? High energies. So we have a lot of Hertz energy and high energy speakers, a decent amount, that were replaced by Centos. But then we also have high energy. One of my favorite 6x9s of all times was the Hertz energy, high energy 6x9s. And we actually have a pair. And I was like, holy crap, we have like a pair of those and 3 pairs of the 5 1/4s, which I didn't know. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe we still have this. I would have sold it. Because I've ordered in the SPL show 6x9s to be put in cars that I would normally put those in, because it has a very similar tweeter array on it. So finding those was kind of neat. But other than that, I don't, there was a lot of like cheap stuff that Paul buys over the years that like I didn't know we had, like a lot of the Hyphonics, not old, like 80s Hyphonics, like the last 5 years Hyphonic stuff, like just the inexpensive stuff that people buy. He had a lot of that I was like, holy crap, I can't believe we still have that. We had a stack of the old Kicker 3002s or 302s, the previous body style before the KX amplifiers, that I was like, why do we have these? Like, they haven't made this in like 10 years. Have you guys ever run 2-way 3.5s active? Would you, if the situation called for it, or use separate 3.5 tweeters? Oh, hell no. We do that all the time, man. I love doing that. We'll do that on the Kenwood C3s anytime we can, man. If we got 6 channels that we can run to the front, oh, yeah, we're going active. We also do it on the 4s. So like in the Bronco, we'll do an 8-channel amp in the Bronco, and we'll go active tweeter, active mid, put 4 channels to the 4-inch. Makes a huge difference. Oh my God, it's fabulous to be able to control all that crap. Yeah. 2014 Chevy Silverado Numbos. In your opinion, what is a better option, access or pack with the DSP?
iData.
No. I think he's going into out of the. I'd probably do pack. So the pack piece, non-Bose, will reflash the radio. The access piece will not. Oh no, I'm sorry. The pack piece. Okay. So the pack piece will talk to the radio and pull the most bus off of the radio, so it doesn't do any high level to low level conversion. I believe the access piece is just doing high level to low level. So I would go pack. We've always just done pack. So personally, I'd put a new radio in it. I get the high 10 dash kit replacement for it because that looks so sweet in that particular vehicle. And it's 2014, so that's calling for a new radio. So high 10 conversion. Stinger, offroad.com. Hey, Dean, what is compatible with, hold on, I keep forgetting. I need to turn that on, and I need to do, ooh, you know what? We got so many cool ones. I'm going to do this one for a couple minutes because we have the new Focal America SE 165KX 3Es. Oh, yeah. All right. You can check them out at focal-america.com. Hey, Dean, what is compatible with a first or Gen 1 Alpine PDX amp? I'm looking for a 4-channel to use for my front stage. Any recommendations? You know, I don't know if we had any of those, like PDX. Did you see any PDX amps when we were over there?
Mm-mm.
I know we had
because they put the amplifiers. No,
I didn't see where he put all those.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if we had any.
I don't know if we have any, but
yeah.
what would be the different? What would be the
if I'm looking for a 4-channel amp
compatible
to use, so here's the funny part. JL Audio. I don't know if they still make theirs. They made a. Do you remember what those are called? I'm not a JL numbers guy, but JL actually made an amplifier that was very similar to the PDX amplifier, like very similar, like almost identical. It was like a 90.5. It's very form factor-ish, looks the same. I don't know if they still make it anymore. They might have ran into the same problem that they did. But believe it or not, the new R Series 4 channels, pardon me, the new R Series Alpine 4 channels, very nice amplifiers. Yeah, check those out if you're into the Alpine stuff. Oh, I want to answer Jeff's question here. I'll be in your area in 2 weeks. Will you guys be at the shop, and can I stop by and say hello? Yes, and yes. Yeah, feel free to stop by. People do it all the time. It's a wonderful thing. Can't hang out too long, but yes, please stop by. Salute from New York. Love the YouTube channel. Glad I'm here and finally catch you live. Well, thank you for tuning in. Big Jeff asks, are you against using marine products in vehicles? Is there a situation where it would make sense to use marine products inside a vehicle? Wonderful question, Jeff. Actually, we do it all the time, especially in the off-road category. So like if we're going to do a Bronco or a Jeep, lots of Jeeps, sometimes F-150s, depending on where we have to put product. But no, we love using the marine stuff because it's conformal coated. We use a lot of the Rockford Marine along with a lot of the Kenwood Marine stuff inside of the cars because especially if it's a soft top Jeep, then we'll immediately just go right to marine because we know it's going to get destroyed if we don't. So yeah, it's great. I love doing it. The other thing too that makes sense with marine as opposed to non-marine amplifiers, if you got a base head that like is going to be mounting the amplifier to the box, which you should never do, but if you're going to, marine amplifiers are conformal coated, which means they've epoxied the components onto the amplifier to keep them from getting wet or moist. However you feel on that word. But because they're epoxied onto the board, if it's on the box and you're shaking the crap out of it, guess what? It's not going to affect it so much, if at all. Because if you think about it, if you put a marine amp in a boat, and that boat is going bam, 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 that's getting beat up way more than it would be attached to that subwoofer enclosure. So for the guys that have to mount it to the sub box, marine amplifiers are a better move for that particular situation. Why do I see so many people with pro installed gear on newer cars who are not even aware of the factory EQ. Isn't defeating the factory EQ the first problem to solve? Ooh, actually, no. And let me explain. Hold on. All right, so the first problem that we have to look at when installing into a new car is, and this is the most important thing, this is like the first thing we check. ANC, would you agree? First thing we know, we have to find out, can we put a stereo in it? Is there going to be anything that the factory stereo is doing that we don't want? Now it's going to be fake engine noise or whatever Honda's doing, whatever Ford is doing. Everyone's doing it now. So does it have it? Can it be disengaged? That's the first step. Boom. Now, the next step is, do we have to worry about the factory EQ or not? That depends on the goal of the system. So we're told that we have to DEQ the factory system. We have to DEQ the factory system. We have to DEQ the factory system. And the reality is, not always. Okay, and we've actually showed this in one of the live shows we did where we had a Honda Accord in here and we had an audio control processor in it that has auto flattening. That'll go and it'll keep applying EQ and applying EQ until the input signal is flat. And then we had the acoustical RTA in the car. So we had two laptops so we could show the electrical signal coming in and what it looked like, and we could show what the microphone was looking at. And so what we did is we ran it a bunch of times until we could see what would happen. Now, the first thing we did is we looked at acoustically. And acoustically, it was actually pretty good. It looked good. It had a nice bump in the mid bass, kind of rolled off, little bunny hop at the end for the tweeter. So it looked actually really well. And it was like, oh, that's nice. But when you look at the input looked like it got punched in the gut. It was bad, but the output was wonderful. So we said, all right, let's run the eraser as it is, and we'll flatten it out. So what you saw as we started to flatten out the EQ is that all these problems started to occur in the acoustical side of things. So we had a great flatten out electrically, looked really flat. It was freaking awesome, but acoustically now it looked like crap. So now we have to go back in and apply more equalization, but we had to boost to get it to there. So I'm going to boost something and then cut something. That doesn't make any sense. So we need to average, right? We need something that's capable of averaging the equalization. So if we're going to fix something, we don't need to fix it to only remove it. So if it's like there's a dip and I go, oh, I got to bring this up, because the reality is you're going to have to raise something when you're flattening out a signal. There's no way to avoid it. If it's not there, we have to bring it back. So we're going to have to, especially on the sub side. But if I have to then apply my microphone and remove it again, why not just leave it out in the first place? So there's that. So knowing that your input EQ and your output EQ, you have to pay attention to both of those in what you're doing. Now, the second thing is what is the end goal? What are we trying to do? Does it even make sense to deal with the factory EQ? Is it hurting anything? The only time it's going to hurt something is when you have the all-pass filters in there or factory time delay, in which case you want to add your own time delay. Dealing with those is not the same as dealing with the equalization. So the all-pass filter will still act the same way if you leave it in there, meaning it's doing its job. And if you put new speakers in there, it's still going to do its job. And if there's an image above the gauge cluster and that's cool with what the guy wants, then leave it alone. Not everybody wants a softball in the center of the dash. Some people like it right here. It's like, wow, I don't, but some people do. Or if it's, it all depends on the audience or the customer and how refined they want the system. But the factory, with the guys that have worked on it, which are way smarter than most of us, have gotten us to a point that isn't terrible. It's just a matter of what do we do from that point. Now, that's it. That's the easiest way to think about it. So are they wrong? Not necessarily. Are they right? Not necessarily. There's no good answer for this. It's on a case-by-case basis. Now, I will say this. If you're going to be adding in like an Amp Pro, so if you have an Alpine premium audio system or a Beats by Dre or Bose or whoever it is. If you have a premium audio system, this is where this sucks. You get a premium audio system, you put an Amp Pro in there or anything, an AR or a Metropiece, whatever, and you remove the DSP. You take it out, take all that equalization, get it all out of there. And then you amplify it. If you're not re-DSPing it, you should have left it alone in the first place and just left the factory in there, because you've made it acoustically or electrically flat. You've taken all the EQ away. So all these problems that were there are going to now appear. And then all the dynamics that the factory EQ had, good or bad, are going to be gone. And it's just going to be like, ugh. You know, so even if you put a new radio in a basic radio, you have level of bass, at least bass, mid, and treble to play with, or 13 bands of adjustment. So really the disservice is the guys that are putting in Amp Pros and not putting a DSP in behind it to make it sound better, you know. So anyways, that's that. Long question, long answer. Anyways, so go with how you will. Pull up next one.
All right.
Hey, can you run active on a DM608 and a 2013 Tahoe with 2 amps, with 1 4-channel and one mono block, 2 channel for bass, 2 amps? So we got a mono block and
So 6
so,
channels.
yeah. Can you run active?
No.
No. So anytime you're going to run active means channel for speaker. Okay. So if you have a 4-channel amp and you're just going to put all 4 channels on the front speakers, yeah, you could go active front and sub. You'd still have 2 extra channels. You can add a 3rd amplifier in there to power the rears, or just leave the rears out altogether. But that would be the only way you could run active. Active means 1 speaker, 1 channel. That's it. He said it. What are your thoughts on REW Auto Tune? Is it a good place to start for tuning using Zapco? I have no idea. I've never run REW. I've looked at it once and was like, not my thing. Auto tune in general either works or it doesn't. We've had lots of manufacturers like, dude, our auto tune is amazing. Like, okay, cool. And we tried it. We've sat there and gone, okay, so your level of amazing and my level of amazing, we're really far apart. What you're thinking of is like a photo presets. Like if you're going to post something on Instagram or something like that, it's like, I want to get this look, and then I tweak it a little bit. Will it do the same thing for sound? It may. It may not. But there again, would I try it? Oh, hell yeah. Why would I not? I mean, if you know how to do it, yeah, give it a go. What's the worst it can do? Sound like crap? Start over. It's just sound, man. You know, that's a great thing. You just hit reset. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Okay. He's late. He's eating his turkey sandwich and his Diet Coke. I was thinking of you the other day, Mike, Boston Mike. As long as the ladies aren't late, I'm good. Oh, damn. Yeah, in more ways than not. So the Dunkin' Donuts box of Dunkin' Donuts chocolate I had, one of them was Boston cream. So I immediately took the Boston cream out, and I was like, here, Mike, and it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Hey, guys, this next segment is being brought to you by the fine folks at Audio Control. That's audiocontrol.com. Hey, they make boxes. They're getting into the box business. So the other day we had Mr. Jeff Smith and Matthew Palumbo on. They were showing us some of the new boxes they had for the new subwoofers. So if they Space Series, small, tiny, compact, real nice, come with grills, gotta love them, and of course the P&W speakers. Next year is going to be a fun year for Audio Control. We got a ton of products that are in the works right now, and hopefully we'll get to see some of those middle of next year. So looking forward to it.
I like that.
Already taught on then for now. Oh damn!
I like that one.
You're not wrong. He was playing basketball all day,
Yeah.
so he's trying to be dude perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. I want to use my MPOs on my RR2, but I don't see the cable they describe in the box. Do you have to order it separately? No. It should be in the box. It's just one little extra cable that has like
Maybe you throw it away.
6 or 7 wires on it, 3 of which are the MPO wires. But no, that's it. That comes in the box. Yeah. Maybe go back to wherever you got it from, but yeah, no, it's just a little cable. It has other wires, so it's just not those 3 wires. There's extra wires on it.
Mm-hmm. I connect the GS9 via Bluetooth when I don't want nothing crazy, just from here to home and everything. But when I want to listen to music,
Critical listening, I definitely connect it to the
DAC, micro USB in the front, and my camera adapter and my phone. And
then he comes in the next day and he tells me all about it.
Yeah.
And I go, that's awesome. And then the next time we tune a car, he starts playing these really weird songs I've never heard before. And I go, all right, dude, let's do the normal songs first, and then we can listen to these songs, because we need to make sure it works right.
I need to find a really good mid-bass song. I'm tired of the ones that I have. So if you guys have one, just drop it in.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
I have a 2019 Nissan Sentra. I bought Rockford Fosgate T2 1652s for front, and power ones for the rear doors, and T69s the rear deck.
Wow.
Oh gosh, P312s, P3112 for subs. Which amps would you suggest for highest, cleanest output? So I would definitely do 6 channels, 8 channels would be fabulous. You have 1 sub.
You have the
simple answer. Do the 5 channel, do the T1005 and the T404.
The Mini?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can bi-amp into the T for the fronts. You can do bi-amp.
Uh-huh.
So I run a the Mini T 404 to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, power. Then I use the 5 channel to power the rear 4 speakers and the subwoofer.
Yeah,
and that would be cool. That would give me everything I need, for sure. Yeah, there you go. Simple, and you keep it all Rockford. Yeah, you could do the Mini T's, or you could do the Punch series amplifiers. Either one would work. You could do Prime too if you wanted, but or you could do Power. But Power, I don't think they make a 5 channel. So you could do Punch or Mini Powers. I like the Mini Powers just because they're small and they don't take a lot of space.
I like the 804 and the 1000.
You're talking to an M5.
I want M5.
You want to go M5?
Yeah, because they're more powerful.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Okay, so that's M5. So the M5s are the Marine line.
And talk about Jeff. That's a Marine style amplifier.
Yeah. We've used a lot of them. So a lot of times when we buy the M5, we do something that Rockford absolutely hates, and they get so pissed when we post pictures of them, because they come with these pigtails that come off of them, but underneath are the normal plugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the fact that we use a million zip ties, we never have to worry about our plugs coming out. But you have to sand one plug, and then but it negates the whole Marine aspect of it. We're just
100%.
using them because they're more powerful. The one downside to those amplifiers, to the Marine 1005, the M5, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
is that it doesn't have a bass knob. So you have to have something that has an external bass knob. But other than that, yeah. Okay. I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys doing this YouTube channel. You both deserve Trusted Tech of the Year. Thank you, Jester.
Thank you, man.
You so much.
We appreciate it. Thank you for the 5, man. I really like the 5.
You got 5 on it?
I like better. Yeah.
Okay. That was weird. Yeah? Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah. Here you go. Hold on. Oh, hang on.
Michael Bonham?
Bolton.
Bolton?
Yeah, 1987 hit. That's the way. Okay.
Okay.
Really? Michael Bolton? Damn.
Bolton.
Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Is this you? Did you click on this one?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, wow. 300 watt monoblock. Is Paul advice going to be trustworthy?
Well, it depends what you're trying
depends
to
what
say.
you're asking him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to lie to you.
No.
But he's also answering the question with his amount of knowledge. So I don't think anyone intentionally lies. I think you just answer the question with the information that you have readily available to.
Correct.
Is it always the best information? Sometimes it's not. But you know.
I think if you're looking for that DSP knowledge,
I mean, if you
and all that
ask
stuff.
a specific question, he is going to give you a specific answer.
And even if
you
he
ask him-
doesn't know, he
Yeah.
will come and say,
ask me.
Dean,
Yeah.
you know,
Now, if you ask him to
Have
recommend something for you, that's a salesman. That's on your own.
you're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own. Future setup 2021 Tundra, no JBL. Hertz, Milli through a front. Hertz, Milli coaxials rear using a 4-channel Hertz amp. Can I still use a DSR1? Thank you. Yes, you can. So it's a 4-channel amp. So you're going to run a 3-way, 3 speakers on channel 1, 3 speakers on channel 2, and then rear speakers on 3 and 4. The DSR1 will do front rear sub, or it's got 8 channels. So,
All right, and I know we are over the 1 hour, but
we are?
have to. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have to answer this question.
Okay. Chocolate donuts or glazed donuts? Oh, glazed.
I'm gonna pick chocolate.
Oh no, because what is it? What's my donut place? Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme for the win every time.
No,
Hands
I like
down.
chocolate donuts.
No,
man.
screw that.
Yeah.
I'll take a glazed. So
That's good.
Krispy Kreme does it the best. They take a donut, glazed,
Mhm.
and they dip it in chocolate. It's
Oh, still chocolate.
no, that's right, but no. So Dunkin' Donuts is a chocolate cake donut.
Yeah. Ooh, hey,
You know.
no, I can see this guy right there.
Boston cream. Oh, for the way. But there again, we all know if you go to, they take a full-size donut, they glaze it, they pump it, and then they dip it in chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
it's
pump it with what?
Boston cream.
Mm.
They make 2 cream donuts. They make a
As
Boston
this guy.
cream or a
Oh,
white cream.
shoot. Yeah, as
Yeah.
this guy, he knows how to pump it.
Yeah, Boston cream for the win. Always. Oh, Boston creams are the best, bro. Every time I eat one,
I love it.
think of mine.
No, I love it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. But no, Krispy Kreme takes their donut.
When you do this?
they fold,
Oh, my.
do it. They glaze it, and then they pump it, and then they dip it, and it's like, it's just so, it's like it explodes in your mouth.
All right, we don't have to talk about
Chocolate
that
has
stuff,
too many
man.
calories. I mean, we're talking about donuts. I think if we're worried about calories, we're too late to the game. I mean, let's be honest. If you're gonna be dirty, be dirty. You know, it's just the thing is you eat 1 donut.
Yeah.
You don't eat 5 donuts. And then you run into the problem that you run into like in Transformers. Do you remember that? Transformers, the first Transformers?
Hmm.
He's on there. He's like, if I eat all these donuts, you guys don't want me to eat all these donuts because you think I'm lying. So he ends up eating all the donuts and he's sick. And it turns out that guy ended up having diabetes, which was even worse. So it was
Cinnabon.
like, damn. But yeah, Cinnabon. Oh,
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon is mean, bro. Oh, we got one in the mall. Every time I walk by there, I'm like, I want to be dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be
I
dirty.
agree.
Yeah. I love Christmas subwoofer tree. Isn't it cool?
Oh, Lino, look at that. Exactly.
Yeah. What's up, Lino? Okay, guys. Hey, listen, we'd like to thank our good friends at Focal, Moscone, and Audio Control for being supporters of the show. We'd like to thank you guys personally.
Thank you,
From
guys.
the bottom of our hearts for being fans of the show, putting up with us, watching the show, asking great questions. We love that. We'll be back here Monday with more Q&A, more fun and excitement. And don't forget, Monday we're going to announce who the teams are for the Master Tech Expo build-off.
That's right.
We're going to tell you, and we're going to open up the page for your voting so that you guys will be able to vote on your favorite team. Spend some time, do some research. Okay, you get to vote on your team and whoever. And don't get me wrong, guys. We're going to look through it. So if you're like, going to vote for all 4 of them, just to hedge your bets, we're going to disqualify. We're just going to randomly pick one, and guess what? It won't be the one that's going to win.
Yeah.
So.
And the only thing you're gonna win is just, I'm not gonna tell you, but yeah.
Well, we don't know what they're going to win yet. But either way, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting because everyone gets to be part of it. Also, if you plan on going to Master Tech Expo, the discount is still on, so hurry.
Until December?
No,
that's it.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, it ended
It's
Monday.
over.
Oh.
It ended on Monday. But
Sucks
we
to be-
can figure it out.
No, we can't.
No, if you're still on.
It doesn't matter.
I think it's
I think
over
it's over.
because
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
only until December.
Oh, it's so sad.
Not until the end of the month.
I don't know.
So I don't
hey
know.
guys, listen, you have a wonderful weekend. It's Saturday night. Go out and do some crazy stuff. Make sure you call an Uber or Lyft though, because we want to see you back here Monday. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day as always.
Bye, guys.
Bye.